Today I wanted to talk to you about a really cool tool. I'm positive that this one will actually make an impact in the software engineering world. We've seen a lot of different GPT incarnations that have claimed to do so, and there were a bunch of videos that were kind of interesting. But I think this one will actually make its way into production. And here's why. The tool is called Sweep AI. And Sweep AI really bridges the gap between GPT and creating pull requests for the actual production software environment. There are a bunch of similar tools. There's GPT itself and there is GPT Engineer, which was kind of interesting to create some demo code or some small applications. I have a few of those on my channel if you want to check them out, making a few apps with it. And it works really, really well for a few showcases, but as soon as you start to do something larger, it really falls apart pretty quickly. But this neat little tool that was created by 2 college students is now in the Y Combinator round for this summer. And I think this one will actually make a difference and will have an impact on your daily life. So stay tuned. So we all know the situation. There's a lot of tickets in the backlog and these tickets clog up the backlog. Or there's situations where in a review meeting or a planning meeting, and there's issues that come up, either from a product management side or from your stakeholders, and you have to get those into tickets pretty quickly. And a lot of those can be small issues. It can be small UI changes, can be changing out constants or keys, it can be changing permissions, or anything small that you would give a junior engineer. And if you're in the lucky position that you do have junior engineers, they will go about this for a while. So a few tickets of those are great for learning, great for getting into software. But actually when it comes to getting a product shipped quickly, they can be quite a hindrance. And this is where Sweep comes in. I had the pleasure of speaking with one of its founders, and where they come in is that they say this can make a 10x developer into a 1000x developer. So you don't need the junior engineers anymore. You don't need the time invest for the senior developers to coach the junior engineers how to do these tasks actually, but you can just describe it in a ticket. So let's have a closer look how Sweep works. If you have your repo on GitHub, you're golden. You can just create an issue and start the issue title with Sweep. You then describe the issue. If you hit create, Sweep will start doing its magic. You will see the Sweep bot working on the ticket and a little progress bar that will fill over time. And you can really watch what Sweep is doing. You can see how it analyzes the issue with GPT, describing how it sees the problem, making a list of changes it wants to add, and if it's done, you have a full pull request. And these pull requests are great and can be a real time saver. So if you have one of these previously described issues, there's a good chance your pull request will be good as is. The way Sweep works is that it has a number of pre-prompts and it will send your problem out to GPT, then go through a series of steps of actually working on the problem. In the end, you have a bunch of files that Sweep thinks are relevant. If you're lucky and these are really the relevant files, then there's a good chance your pull request will be good as is. In my tries, it worked for a lot of issues. If you're interested in how exactly it works, subscribe to my second channel. There is a video that's more in-depth where I describe how to make an app. In our case, this will be a talking to paper documents app using Amazon Textract, Application Composer, No Code, and React Native. So we'll really take a look at how this works with creating an app, changing things, how it works with backend code, how it works with front-end code, and so on. But of course, Sweep has a limit. AI is not magic. So if you need anything in terms of rearranging folders or rearranging your file structure, this didn't work at all in my tries. Similarly, if you have folder names with spaces in them, this could trip up Sweep and maybe you don't get the result you expected. Also, you have to be specific with what you wanted to do. This is really in line with what the guys describe in their how-to page. So you can take a look at that. It's really, really good. I suggest you just go there. There's a free version. With the free version, you get an unlimited amount of GPT 3.5 tickets and 5 GPT-4 tickets. If you want more, you can go for the paid version, which costs $240 per month, and you get 120 GPT-4 tickets. Then there's also Sweep Chat, where you can just chat with your apps. So what do you need to actually get started? Well, you need a repo on GitHub, or clone your repo over there or build some pipeline to get it into your repo. I'm sure there will be add-ons for this in the future. As I talk to them, they have no current plans of implementing this, but there's a number of solutions that can integrate, for instance, Jira tickets or Bitbucket and stuff like that. So let me know what you think about it. Will junior engineers in the future really have a chance to do things? Will it actually make a substantial impact on software engineering? I think this one will. It won't be replacing the seasoned senior engineers, but maybe is there a last generation of engineers now? Will junior engineers never get the chance to do the tickets we did as junior engineers? And what are the implications of all this? In terms of business model, it's also hard to see where the moat here is. So large companies could just swoop in and copy all of this. Okay, that was it. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want more in-depth, check out my second channel. I'll be posting the second video in about a week when I have enough data gathered about it. Alright, bye!